Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian. And today we are going to return to Muse for I think the third time, is that right? And we're going to watch the song Map of the Problematique. And I'm just assuming that that's the way that they pronounce it. Maybe it will become obvious it's something else after we start. This was a single off their album Black Holes and Revelations, which was their fourth album. It came out in 2006. This is actually the last single, I think, to come off it, the fifth single. So it came out actually in 2007 as a single. And we're going to look at a version that was done at Abbey Road Studios on August 28, 2006. So a few months after the album dropped, but before the single was released. So this was an actual request, and it kind of looks good to me to just take a look at. I'm unfamiliar with the song. We are still learning about Muse. Just recently, I've put up 2 Muse-related interviews on Modern Rock Talk, if you're interested in that. One of Chris, who plays bass, and the other of Matt Bellamy, the guy on guitar and does most of the singing. We're kind of going into this blind, but by recommendation. So, Adrian, any thoughts ahead before we look at this? Do you know anything about the band other than what we've looked at?
Not really, to tell you the truth. I haven't really paid much attention to them yet. But
what have your impressions been of the songs we've looked at?
Yeah, they seem to be pretty cool, if I remember correctly.
Kind of inventive, you know.
Yeah, they were good.
Okay, why don't we look at this? We will discuss afterwards.
Okay.
I think with the band, we're kind of showing a lot of sides of ourselves. We're not just kind of narrowing it down to just one style or one voice or one opinion. You know, I think you can hear within any album a number of contradictions, both musically and lyrically. We're just kind of exploring into the fringe a little bit. You know, the fringe of your imagination, the fringe of your abilities. Some songs, for me, are kind of really touching on the unknown in my own self, if you like. And then sometimes you can stumble across something a bit dark, you know. But I think that's just humanity, you know. I don't think that's anything particular with us. I think if any person explores all the regions of their imagination, they're going to stumble across some dark cave somewhere. sounding in time to me.
Okay, what'd you think, Adrian?
Wow. In the beginning, was that a guitar synth by any chance? Because I really like the way the song began with that guitar part just laying down the riff for the whole song.
Yeah, it sounded neat to me. It was sounded like a sample and hold situation or a sequencing or something like that, where the guitar was the trigger, but you had the whatever the notes were, but it was very much on rhythm, on beat, just like the old sequencers that we would see on even the really old synthesizers. Like one of the few features we saw even on those really, really early synthesizers was a sample and hold kind of a sequencer type of thing. And they were fun to play with at the time, but I think that's exactly what that is. And so it's kind of a similar thing to somebody, speaking through a vocoder or something. I mean, the guitar is the actual triggering device, and you can kind of shape the sound however you're playing the guitar, but underlying that is the, and the drummer would have to know exactly where that thing was, and that's the thing that drives the song's tempo and general beat and feel. You have to work around that. Yeah, I thought it was cool. It was well done there. I mean, a lot of times I shy away from things like that just because I like the natural sounds of the instruments, but I thought that was very tasteful.
Yeah, just some good synth work in this song.
Mm-hmm. It's funny, I'm listening to this and it almost reminds me of U2 from a certain era.
I was going to say that, yeah, only with a much better groove.
Yeah. They delve into electronica a little bit, and they also delve into kind of a slightly industrial sound, things you might even hear on a Joy Division album, or a New Order, for that matter. And I think those all work. All these bands are, from the UK, so it's sort of like it makes sense, within that particular universe. It was good to see them too. So I'm not sure how easily we could have picked up that the guitar was driving that sequencer without actually seeing the video.
Yeah, I mean, I'm impressed with this one. I liked the other ones too. So.
Yeah. It turns out we're kind of starting to like this band, And yeah, it's very rewarding. They're a pretty interesting band. So I'm going to look forward to hearing more. Even I think we should keep going, keep trying to find various gems within their catalog, because they've been at it for a long time. They've got a lot of albums now. So. Okay, well, folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of this, and if you know the song, if you've seen this particular performance of it, if you've seen Muse perform it before, any of those things, let us know about it in the comments below. We always like to hear about your experiences with the music that we look at. And if you have other suggestions for us, you can leave those as well. All right, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed our presentation, please subscribe. Don't forget we have a second channel, Modern Rock Talk, where I have put up now 2 separate interviews that relate to Muse, one of Chris and one of Matt Bellamy. So if that interests you, go check it out. And thanks so much for joining us today. We'll catch you on the next one, all right? Take care, folks.
See you all later.